In this video, my brother gets to work. I do some sanding and cut a hole in the floor. Oh, yeah, it looks like closed due to heat wave. Pretty chilly, but I think it'll be nice on a hot day.
It's called Salix auroensis. Salix is willow, and auroensis means by a river or a brook.
Breakfast is finished, and talk through the game plan for the day. What's your first task for the day, Brooke?
I'm going to be taking out the cabinet doors.
So these doors are perfect replacement for the kitchen, for the front ones here. Thinking of taking these off and using them in the kitchen and having this be open shelving, but when you open the doors you realize this whole thing's at a slant, and then you look at why is it at a slant, and you look up at the ceiling and you realize that the ceiling's been drooping up here and that it's pushed down the cabinets. So one of my thoughts was to just, well, we could either just leave it as is and rejigger this a little bit back there to make it level, or we could leave it as is on a slant, or we can replace this unit entirely. Yeah, I would start, here on the outside, take the whole door off, and then remove this part here.
Anyway, correct.
We're saving these screws. This part we may donate. Nice. Okay, I'm going to start by opening up this orbital sander. They even give us a little case. I didn't realize Rigid was a Home Depot brand. Came with a couple sanding pads, full P80s. I already bought. How do you turn this on anyway, I guess? Right there. We got a Rigid sander and a Rigid vacuum, and Brooke says we should be able to hook the two of them up. It's not like a firm connection. So what to do? It doesn't go on that? Oh, I see what you're saying, yeah. That sucks. Boom. The orbital sander with the vacuum attached is making for a very clean floor. Into it. The de-assembly line. Blends right in. Nobody noticed it was there for 30 years. It is 90 degrees right now. And boy, it is pleasant compared to 110. I'm trying to figure out the thickness of this subflooring. And what is this? What is this? It's damn hard to tell exactly the width. What is that? Here we go. It's looking like 5/8. After consulting with several tapes, I think it's 5/8. Hopefully. Knowing that number is critical because when I cut through the floor, I have to set this blade here to the same number. hole started there. Need to finish it out with the Sawzall. You can see the belly wrap is still in good shape under here. That's a good sign. Just vacuum that out and keep it as is. Well, I feel pretty good about that hole. And this beam here seems to be in pretty good shape. 5/8. Once it's in cabinet that, well, they need to get washed.
Well, washed. Yeah, but still.
And then we need to clean out the bottoms of all the drawers, get them all scraped out of whatever contact paper's in there and sanded down. Whether to keep them brass, try to paint them with spray paint, clearly painting them with this thick acrylic paint's not working, or brush them. This is what we were able to get, $60-something a sheet. Cool spot though. So here's the kitchen without any doors, drawers. Some for take 2 on this guy. Not bad. So there's a stud right here, and then there's a stud back here. Grab some scrap 2x4s from my in-laws. Cut right there for the left piece. Took the time to draw a line. Will it fit? Nope, too long. And into the big box of hardware for... Is that the last one?
That's the last one.
Congratulations. Want to give us a thumbs up? Try 2, and... Oh, yeah, that's gonna fit. So I started by using a circular saw to cut through a smaller area.
Okay.
And then to get all the way out to the edges, I had to use the Sawzall.
Okay.
And then, to support the new piece, I had to put in these 2 crossbars. And they're attached to the stud here, and then there's a stud on the outside of the wall right there.
Okay.
And I'll go outside in a minute and make sure I didn't screw through the wall. Shit's getting fancy around here. That looks pretty good. Getting the fancy part 2. Emmy, leave it. I didn't have to cook, that means I do have to do the dishes. There is a dishwasher, but I haven't had a dishwasher in so long, I don't know what to do with it. Kind of thinking I need to bump those support joists out to the edge to hold up the edges of the wood. Thanks for watching. Tune in next time for actually finishing that patch in the floor and some kilting and some washing, and yeah, like and subscribe please.